Welcome in, football fans. We're going to talk Super Bowl 59, the good, the bad, the ugly, and my official Super Bowl 60 way too early matchup. Starting with, we're going to start with the good. The Philadelphia Eagles have an absolute day. This team, you could tell from the moment they touched the field, this was going to be a Eagles type of game, and the Chiefs were going to have to go out there and do something spectacular to beat them, because when I tell you, when you take Patrick Mahomes off that Chiefs team, the Eagles are better on the O-line, better on the D-line, better in the wide receiver core, better in the running back game, better in the secondary, better in the linebacker position. They are better at every point in the game, and I think all of those three-point games finally caught up to the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that they were beat up, battered throughout the year. They didn't really show it. Patrick Mahomes was out there looking absolutely fatigued. I don't know if it was mentally, I don't know if it was physically, but let's talk about some winners to start off. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, 17 completions, 22 attempts, 77% completion, by the way, 221 yards. Oh, can Jalen Hurts pass the ball? Go ask the Kansas City Chiefs. Can Jalen Hurts pass the ball? 2 touchdowns and an interception, a 129 QBR. Oh, and I want to throw this in there. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, take notes, because this is how you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. This is why Jalen Hurts is officially cemented second best quarterback in the league, above both of you, above Burrow, because he knows how to go out there and get it done when he needs to get it done. Kenny Pickett went out there and got him a play-in, 0 completions for 1 attempt. I'm assuming he went out there and kneed the ball out. Little quiet day for Saquon the Don Barkley. You know who it's not a quiet day for? I can hear the Giants fans' tears from here. Well, I heard that Philly's out and Chicago's driving up the price. That's the Giants GM, by the way. Little quiet night in the Super Bowl, 25 attempts, 57 yards. You could tell that the Chiefs' game plan going into this game was going to be stop the run, let Jalen Hurts beat us. And they stopped the run, and they let Jalen Hurts go out there and put B2A. I don't know what looked worse, the beating the Chiefs took, or the beating Drake took to Kendrick Lamar at the halftime show. I don't know. Jalen Hurts got a lot of lanes open up for him in the rushing game. 11 attempts, 72 yards, 17-yard long, and a tud. That's 3 tuds on the day for quarterback and I just want to say it again, the second best quarterback in the league. I'm going to keep Mahomes at 1. All right? Y'all can argue with yourself. Don't argue with me. I'm keeping Mahomes at 1. Now, if Jalen Hurts goes out there and does it again, I'm still keeping Mahomes at 1. If you think Mahomes isn't the best quarterback in the league, you're just a hater. Kenneth Gainwell got out there, got some touches. Kenny Pickett got out there, got -4 yards. We love to see it. The receiving game, Saquon, 40 yards. John Dotson, 42 yards. And I thought he got stopped short. That sucks. A.J. Brown, 3 receptions, 43 yards and a tud. Smitty, have a day, brother. Leading the wide receivers in a Super Bowl yet again. 4 receptions, 69 yards. 46-yard long and a tutty buddy on the day. I mean, when I tell you, they just went out there and dominated every fashion. I want to give an insane shout out to, where is he? Let's get into defense. Defense. Where's his name at? I want to see the complete stats. Cooper DeJean, have a day, brother. Everyone sing happy birthday to Cooper DeJean. Happy birthday to you. 3 tackles. 3 tackle assists, an INT for a tud, not only on his birthday, on the Super Bowl, on Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league. You can't ask for anything better. Rookie, by the way, cornerback, wearing number 33. Number 33 is a crazy pull for a number, but here we are. Oh, by the way, another interception. Zach Bond, who I think snubbed Defensive Player of the Year. Argue with someone else, not me. 3 tackles, 7 tackle assists, and an INT. Was it for a tud? I think he caught it on the ground. I don't think it was for a tud. That being said, the Philadelphia Eagles are looking dominant, and I heard this from Colin Cowherd, and I think it is very true, very reminiscent of the dominant Seattle Seahawks team. And we will talk about that in a little bit when I make my 2025-2026 Super Bowl 60 predictions. Oh, and by the way, where is it? Jake Elliott, 4 attempts, four for four, long 50 yards, and one. I don't know what PCT is. I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. On to the Kansas City Chiefs. Played an absolute abysmal game on every side of the ball. Offense, defense, special teams. Couldn't draw flags, which, by the way, all of y'all talk about, oh, the refs this, where are the refs this game? Every team knows how to manipulate flags. Some are just worse at it than others. Patrick Mahomes, 21 for 32, 257 yards. A lot of these stats I'm about to say, by the way, super inflated, passing over the top on a 30-plus point deficit. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Looked absolutely awful. There was a play where he got his head slammed on the ground. I would not be surprised if they came out and said, Patty has a concussion. Now, do I want them to come out and do that? No, I hate when teams come out. I hate when UFC fighters come out. I hate when losers come out and start using excuses. Now, if he really has a concussion, put in Carson Wentz. No, don't put in Carson Wentz. Don't do that. I do think something was definitely wrong with Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if it was mental fatigue catching up with him. I don't know if the moment was too big. I don't want to think the moment was too big. I don't know if it was physical fatigue catching up to him. Something was wrong with Patrick Mahomes. But I don't want to say something was wrong with Patrick Mahomes because I feel like that takes away with how absolutely dominant that Philadelphia Eagles team looked. And I forgot who it was. Was it Slay? One of their players tweeted in the first Super Bowl, let's run that Super Bowl back on grass. Let's run that Super Bowl back on real grass because the defense would absolutely dominate that Chiefs O-line. And brother, that Eagles D-line, and I've been saying this, and y'all Jalen Carter gives me shades of Aaron Donald. Jalen Carter gives me shades of Aaron Donald. I'm just being real with you. Y'all might think I'm crazy. He's an absolute ridiculous D tackle. Their whole defense is just young. Their whole defense is young. Their offense is going to get young. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we talk about dynasties. The Eagles are low key, almost a dynasty. We see them there almost every year. They're up there. They're in playoffs. They're battling. They're competing. They just got a Super Bowl win. Let's see if they can start something. Receiving. I'm still on the Chiefs. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Chiefs. I was glazing the Eagles so much. Dear God. Marquise Brown, 15 yards. Travis Kelce, sorry about the yapping, chat. Travis Kelce, 39 yards. Xavier Worthy, inflated stats incoming. 8 catches, 157 yards. Anyways, and a Super Bowl L. Sitting here and just talking about the Chiefs just doesn't feel right. When it's the Eagles, went out there, got it done. Chiefs got a lot of work to do. I don't know how they're going to restructure and rebuild this team. You got to fix the wide receiver core. Rashee Rice, I'm blaming this on you. You got to fix the wide receiver core. You got to go get a better running back. I do not think Pacheco is that guy, and when you see him in playoffs, it's just super lackluster. You got to fix the O-line. You got to start getting younger. I like where the D-line's kind of at right now. You got to get a better secondary. You got to get better linebackers out there. I just think the fatigue caught up to him. Everyone talked all year, oh, they're barely winning this game. They're barely winning that game. I kind of bought into the Mahomes aura. And then, like I said, when you just take him off of that team, the Eagles are better at every part of the game. By the way, what is it? Most wins in modern era, including postseason, 18 wins for the Eagles this season. You love to see it. You love to see it. Do I think the Lions could? No, we're not even gonna give those losers a shout out right now. Philadelphia Eagles have a day. Now we have our way too early Super Bowl 60 predictions. Now, is this subject to change when we get around to free agency, when we get around to the draft? Absolutely, but I want to do this, and I'll let y'all to do this down in the comments. On the NFC side, we have the reigning, defending Philadelphia Eagles. I think they go back-to-back. I think they're reminiscent of the dominant Seattle Seahawks team. The defense is young, and it's there. The offense is younger, and it's there. And they just look so dominant all the way through playoffs. I said at the beginning of the year, if Jalen Hurts can limit the turnovers, this team is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Started off turning the ball over, didn't look as good. Stopped turning the ball over, and they looked dominant from then on out. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles with the repeat. I'm not saying they're going to win. Give me them going back to the Super Bowl. And on the AFC side, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to try to keep the Mahomes biased out the way. No, it's not Lamar Jackson. No, it's not Josh Allen. You know who I think is going to be there next year? I think we're going to get a Cincinnati Bengals and a Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl. I think Joe Burrow is going to go out there and get it done as long as they can retain both of their wide receivers, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. One, you're going to retain Jamar Chase no matter what. I think their run game is good. I think they get some better O-linemen in there. I think they stack the defense and get some better defenders in there. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals come out looking like a revamped, ready-to-go team next year. Joe Burrow going to be on an absolute revenge tour after what happened to him this year. And I think they're just going to go out there, and I think they're going to get it done. So, Super Bowl 60 predictions. Y'all write it down in your book. We might change it. We might not. Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles at Super Bowl 60. What I need y'all to do now is down in the comments, let me know your Super Bowl 60 matchup. Let me know what you thought about Super Bowl 59. And don't forget, like and follow.